Hello friends, and welcome to Chattofax Games Plays Calm Games. I am still playing Strange Horticulture, but I have officially made it into week 3 in the game, day 15, Friday. This is the third Friday. I believe the game begins on a Friday. I have this clue to follow up on. I have this box to follow up on. I just realized, as I was speaking just now, I can probably use Lovelock to open that. But before I do that, let me follow up on this clue here. Death gives way to new growth. From death, life. The cycle starts again, west of White Scar, by the river. West of White Scar, by the river. So, if I was White Scar, where would I be? Bay, Kendall, Sedberg, White Scar Cave, by the river. I'm gonna try right here. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze, a reminder. From the chest of the skeleton, a plant grows. I will collect that plant. Alright, so I've taken care of the day's card. I just realized that I can probably unlock this with Lovelock, but I'm trying to remember what Lovelock's actual name was. Clavilium. Going to give that a go. Yes. Follow the Duden tributary to its source. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fear bringer, fourth to lift a curse. Last a pedal to secure, black blood's reverse. There's a plant called Corpse's Friend, but it was a nickname. Not Dead Man's Fingers. What about Devil's Nightcap? This plant, colloquially known as Corpse's Friend, if ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. Is it possibly the plant I just acquired? Devil's Nightcap. Where is the plant I just acquired? It is quite possibly this. It has a soft aroma that reminds me of a pine forest. So yes, I believe this to be Corpse's Friend or Devil's Nightcap. Is it Night Trap or Nightcap? Night Trap. It could be Night Trap. Handwriting's hard to tell. I want to mark this, but I also want to separate it out because it's part of the final puzzle of the game. Corpse's Friend. How do I want to distinguish it? I'll keep it in blue. And I'll put it down here. My wandering boo wants to keep moving around. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth, to lift a curse. Last, a pedal to secure Black Blood's reverse. My will to explore is back up while I was figuring that out. Followed the Duden tributary to its source. I'm not seeing a name for this tributary. Unless I'm just blind. River Ert. River Esk. River Duden, right there. Alright. River Duden. I swear. Oh, the tributary. Yeah, now that makes sense. Alright, I need to build up my will to explore some more. I understand. Alright, I'm gonna put this away. And I'm gonna help a customer. David Schaefer is the first customer today. I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the servant and the sisterhood. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. Well, if plants can stop it, I'm your man. I was speaking to a woman from Arnside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently there is a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all she would say when I pressed her. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Right, my will to explore is back up, but I'm going to go to the Duden tributary. This is the tributary of the river Duden. So I needed to pay a little more attention to the clue. I've never seen this plant before, and here it is growing in abundance. I believe that's this one, so I'm going to put it over here because I believe it's one of the 5 I need. Archive that clue. I'll let my will to explore grow a bit more before I follow up on Amos's clue. How are you, Hellebore? Faye Swift. Why can't I remember? There was something important. I know there was, but there is only darkness now. Sour Bandy. The Sour Bandy can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that, although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. This has a large stamen. The large stamen seems to be the source of that acerbic odor. Do I have anything else that could be described as having a large stamen? Why is Palliance over here? Palliance, you should be down here. I'm not seeing anything else that might be described as a large stamen, so this must be Sour Bandy. Oh, maybe this. I think the first one's more likely. And I was correct. It's coming back. It happened in a dream. The woman in the jade mask was screaming at me to get out. Instead, I went deeper. I entered the mind of the creature. It was like slipping into a dark pool. Icy cold with who knows what terrors lurking beneath the surface. I felt powerful. Then suddenly something happened. She tore me out and my mind went dark. I have not been myself lately. Understandable. Umbrella, a powerful balm against diseases of the heart. It will not be a cure once illness has set in, but it can ease pain and prolong life. Umbrella has long, rounded leaves and a flower that smells of strawberries. Well, that's nice. This is sour, not brandy. Wrong suggestion. Sour Bandy. R. S. Shimmerlung. Solomon's. Yes. In between. Well, right here, and I'll move the St. John's poppy up here. We're getting there. A cave east of Arnside. I guess the question is, where's Arnside? Well, that almost certainly has to be White Scar Cave. The cave is believed to be haunted. Well, hopefully we won't run into any trouble. A thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground. Just wide enough for a man to slip through, but there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. Farmers worry. I am surprised at how easily I am able to roll away the boulder with the help of the farmer's worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discover several clusters of fungi growing there, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. Twilight Lepiota. Two new mushrooms acquired. I can archive that clue. Give Hellebore a pet. And talk to another customer. Alden Gregory. My wife of 30 years is dying. That is the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there is nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. A man at the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and it's all I can think about. I understand the risks, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Please, I'm begging you. Elixir of the Damned. This seems like a bad idea. Okay. Arbutum. So I'm going to need to do this based on scientific names. If we're doing this at all. Alright. Maculus retinentia and mens fortis. Cabelia is arbutum. Cabelia is arbutum alacritus. Maculus retinentia and mens fortis. Mens fortis is Dranthium. Maculus retentia. Henchuck. I have not identified this plant yet. The fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in large amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. That has a bulb. This bulb more matches the shape. I didn't identify henchuck, did I? I did not. Or even think I had identified it. This could be it. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it's only striped when it's cut open. The fruit of the henchuck, this one has fruit. The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. I'm going to give this one a shot. This seems like a bad idea because made from a combination of Arbutum alacritus, Maculus retinentia, and Mens fortis, this powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised. It is said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive, but no longer really with us. I don't seem to have the option to refuse to give it to him, though. Elixir of the Damned, which gives me Haverage. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of this sought-after plant. It is said that if you give Haverage to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you will both live long and blessed lives. Alright, so this is the Elixir of the Damned. The name should say everything we need to know about it. I've now successfully brewed 3 potions. Also identified henchuck. Where is henchuck? Where did it go? Am I just blind? No. Henchuck. If I was looking at everything correctly, that's Harlequin Blue, that's Hop Heart. So it should go right here. Mellow Glow can come down here. Sour Bandy can go on the top shelf. Can definitely fit some more plants up here. You're being very patient, Hellebore, and I appreciate that. Althea O'Shea, what a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get hold of some liverstone here. That depends entirely on whether or not I've identified it. Liverstone. And whether or not I've found it. It's a pointed mushroom. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong, paralyzing agents contained within. The liverstone is a mushroom with pointed caps. Why do you need liverstone, Althea? Are you trying to paralyze someone? Dark and imposing, strange, my fingertips feel slightly numbed. That's a strong candidate. It smells rotten. The bulbs aren't really the correct shape. It seems to give off a small amount of light. I believe there's another mushroom that specifically mentions the phosphorescence. Bulbs aren't the right shape. This will be liverstone. Tomb. Pronounced tomb. This flower sometimes is associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. Well, you definitely want your soaps and candles to be associated with death. In the meantime, liverstone. Make it a red label. For mushroom. What do we have here? Farmer's Worry. Bishop's Parasol, Farmer's Worry. Copper Caledonia, Farmer's Worry, Bishop's Parasol. Sunset Mount-a-Cap, liverstone. I feel like the plants rearrange themselves slightly when you log out of the game. And I know the Wandering Boo is supposed to because it moves. It can move a certain distance each night, but I don't think the rest are supposed to. What do you think, Hellebore? It's the woman in the jade mask. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. Dead man's fingers or widow's woe? You have to help me. Dead man's fingers. Strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. What about widow's woe? Widow's woe, said to induce fear. Also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty flowers grow out from a bed of long leaves. Do I want to make her more afraid? Or do I want to strengthen her resolve? That's a tough one, because what if strengthening her resolve means she decides to get back in line with her resolve for how she originally summoned it? Whereas fear makes her even more afraid of it, but she's trying to hold it back, so what if we want to strengthen her resolve to hold it back? I'm going to do Dead Man's Fingers, which is Digitus Mortis. Carnivorous Tauren, known in the north as Andrew's Bane after the unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jardine. He was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the Tauren. Revered in the occult world, a cross-section of the Tauren's stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. So I have Dead Man's Fingers identified, otherwise known as Digitus Mortis, but I'll give it the non-Latin name. Change it to yellow. Nope. Change it to red. Dead Man's Fingers, there you go. Alright, I hope strengthening her resolve was the right choice there. Hard to tell what the outcome of that is going to be. Alright, let's help another customer. Haul a skib. There's been talk over the last few nights down the Royal Oak of a servant creature going around slaughtering people. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a few pixie lamps would surely warm my heart. Glowhorn. Not enough people use the word daren't these days. Daren't. Glowhorn. The glowhorn, or forest lantern, or pixie lamp, is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that it grows under. Suspicious travelers avoid walking towards it, fearing that the faint lights will lure them to their demise. Glowhorn. Pennybell. The leaves of the pennybell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. So I know I'm playing this as a cozy, relaxing game, but the story is taking a turn for the dark, and I hope that doesn't bother anyone. Finally getting some mushrooms identified. Alright, Hellebore, I believe it's time to close up shop. Who's a good kitty? To the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass. It grows at the edge of the wood. She finally had the power she had craved all these years, a servant to do as she willed, but that power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death. Day 16, Saturday. To the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the wood. So there could be a few castles on the map. East of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass at the edge of the wood. Yermont. Yermont, we're not really going to cross a river. Seesburg Castle, across the river, through the mountain pass, at the edge of a wood. I'll note that. Gleaston, across the river, no mountain pass. Muncaster, across 2 rivers, no mountain pass. So, yes, I do think it's going to be right here. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of the crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Make sure I have a place to put it. New plant acquired. Interesting. Alright, let's help a customer. Verona Green. It's time again. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all the plants we need. The ritual site, is that the Swinside Circle? Possibly. Or the Old Oak. Alright, should I ring the bell again? We must act before it is too late. Gather the plants and meet me at the ritual site. Then comes the ankle. Grabber the binder. Third is Fearbringer. Fourth to lift a curse. Last, a petal to secure. Black Blood's reverse. So, this is Corpse's friend. It moves fast for a plant. Fearbringer. want to check this one. I don't think it's one of the plants I need. Sharp thorns grow along the edges of the upper leaves. That's the only carnivorous plant. So that's almost certainly my carnivorous taurin. Grant courage, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do the opposite of that. I am trying to get a fear bringer. Here's my corpse's friend. Elderfinium. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendra's miasma. So, Elderfinium. This is the last plant I need. Where's my Elderfinium? So I'm still looking for ankle grabber. It's probably this one that can move fast for a plant. The binder. Third is the fear bringer. Fourth to lift a curse. So I'm looking for ankle grabber, binder, fear bringer, and lifting a curse. Farmer's Worry granted me strength to open the cave. Sleeping Drafts, Friendship Contract, Digestive Troubles, Not the Gilded Dendra, Glowhorn, Dental Hygiene, Bless Lives if you give it to your beloved, Henchuck, Restoring Memory, Pain Relief, Locating People, Deteriorating Memory due to old age, Larkshine, Curing of Afflictions of the Heart, Mary Doc, Forces someone to tell the truth, Liverstone, Varicund. Long Varicund is believed to lift curses. We're also looking for a fear bringer. Long Varicund. Okay, where does it go in my order? Fourth to lift a curse. So I'm still looking for the ankle grabber / binder. And Beyond that, I'm going to need Fearbringer. Fearbringer. Maybe that one that you burn to, there's that one you can burn to imitate the spirits of the dead. I'm seeing if there's another more direct Fearbringer. Riddle. Red Ebony. Wren. Royal Gentia. Well, if I'm assuming it's this one, it's going to be one I haven't identified yet. Sour Bandy, Spring Waxcap, St. John's Poppy, Highly Poisonous Dark Red Fruits for Storian, Swift Snare, here it is, Swift Snare. The Binder, Ankle Grabber, and Never Let Go are several of the names given to this plant that may give some clue as to its property. Once ensnared, it is impossible to extricate oneself without help. Does this have heart-shaped leaves? It does have heart-shaped leaves with the same vein pattern. So, is that second? So this is Swift Snare. So I've discovered one of the plants I need. Gonna call it blue. Now the only thing I need is Fearbringer. Tomb. A plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Possibly. Said to induce fear, Widow's Woe. Also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Unpleasant scent. Somewhat damp smell. Dark red flowers. Long, thin leaves. I believe this is Widow's Woe. And that should be my 5 plants. Widow's Woe. I'll also label that in blue. So the ritual site is, I want to either go to Swinside or the Oak. Swinside Circle or the Great Oak. I'm going to go to the Great Oak, I believe. So the Great Oak is right here. A huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall and wide, bigger than I could have imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. Well, I didn't get much out of that, so I'm going to Swinside Circle as soon as I have the will to explore. So. For the first time in ages, I have to actually water my plants. And as I mentioned previously, it would be a cool addition to the game to add a feature where you have to actually take care of the plants, put them in the right conditions, give them the right amount of water. Alright, we're good. So, over here I have my 5 necessary plants. I also have this. So I'm going to go to Swinside Circle. I shudder at the thought of what happened here. If these stones could tell us what they saw, a chill comes over me and I realize that I do not want to linger. The ritual site. Was it... Huh. Am I missing something? I found the elderfinium, the great oak, black comb, tomb of the hunter. Did I explore the tomb of the hunter? I don't remember if I did or not. Is it black coom? What about Reuben? I'm gonna try black coom, I think. Either that or the Grisdale Forest, but black coom. Okay. I've gone to the wrong place twice now, or 3 times now. Okay. Where is the ritual site? Should I ask for a hint? Yes, but where is the ritual site? Okay, so, it is the Great Oak. But I went to the Great Oak. And did I click on the wrong square for the Great Oak? Okay. The Great Oak. Yep, it's right near Black Coombe. Do I need to put the plants in here? Okay, we're gonna go to the Great Oak. Let me double check that. The Great Oak. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Isn't that the ritual site? To the south of the Watcher, which is the Great Oak. Okay. Okay, I think I understand. I think I need to go south of the Great Oak. Let's water some plants. Okay. So it's going to be in the forest here. A small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. Does it matter which order I put them in? One. I'm going to put them in like this. Well done. I will take it from here. I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality, it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A loud noise behind us makes us all jump. Turning around, I see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly towards us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is the black silhouette of the servant. I strengthened her resolve. I should have made her more fearful. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. Do not be afraid. I am here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to. Ah! The creature lunges forward and brings a huge arm scything towards her. Her scream pierces the cold air and she drops to her knees, clutching her head, but the blow seems to glance off to one side as it comes hurtling down and the beast's claw ends up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. I can't hold it back much longer. You need this. She throws a small vial of red liquid, which Reuben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The servant has its huge arm free again and is slowly advancing with strange, jerking movements. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine and everything seems to happen at once. A pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning out the screams of the woman in the jade mask who is clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. I think we did it. My head is spinning. There's an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what has just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I've been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. We were fortunate that Thea was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undermere has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have plowed their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. I promised Reuben that I would leave it to him to unravel that mess. She is his daughter, after all. I don't know where we were supposed to find that out. As for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of strange horticulture, of course, with Hellebore for company. It's quieter around here, but I am content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. It is done. The servant can go back to being a dark story for dusty shelves. Reuben Ward is alive. Verona Green is alive. Alinus Aylford is in hiding. Forrest Blair is wounded. Bethany Coleman is deceased. Faye Swift has not dreamed of the servant. Thea Ward is in hiding. Isidore Burbage is alive. And this is ending number 2. I wonder if there's a way to save Bethany Coleman. I'm curious about that. Earlier. Have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask about him. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. Well, I think that I will follow up on that next time. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Strange Horticulture. I hope you appreciate this calm gaming, and I hope it's taken a little bit of stress out of your life. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Hello friends, Chad from the future here. I did record the final bit of Strange Horticulture, but I did run into some audio issues as I recorded. In any case, there wasn't a lot that happened in that final day. Basically, Simone the librarian comes in and has you identify each of the remaining plants one at a time until you've identified every plant in the game. So really, it's just cleanup, nothing story related happens. So this is the final episode on my channel. I'm sure if you're interested, you can find that gameplay elsewhere. Thank you.